Hi, this is Tom Malloy. Okay, so what we're talking about today is writing a screenplay with the budget and the schedule and the business of the film in mind, right? And that's something that takes experience in making a movie before, or maybe you're working with a producer that has the experience that may go, okay, this scene's gonna be really tough or really expensive to shoot. So it's one of these things where maybe you write a script and you have certain scenes, and then afterwards you can kind of look at it and go, all right, well, we may not be able to raise this budget, or this might be bigger than we thought. Is there a way to make this cheaper? And what that means is kind of writing, and it doesn't always have to be cheaper. It could be a bigger type script. How do you make a script bigger sometimes? But it could be something where you have an opening scene that takes place in a football stadium. It's like, that's going to be big, and that's going to be tough to do, and you can't do it in your backyard when you go, okay, we can't raise the millions it's going to take to do this movie. So those kind of things can't be, I mean, like if your screenplay has some big set pieces and big sci-fi and all that stuff, it may be tough to do. But, I guess the key would be big extras and a lot of moving pieces and characters and stuff like that. Now, I know a lot can be done with VFX on the sci-fi angle, but it's something that you have to note when you're looking at it. There are ways to take a certain scene and do it in a very similar way and still get the same message across. Like, a kid going to school and he's alone, and you're trying to show this loneliness and isolation, and so you go on a school bus and he's there and all the other kids are playing around and he's sitting there and he's lonely. Okay, so now you got to have to do the school bus and a process shot or whatever, the way you're going to do that school bus. You got to rent that whole thing, the kids in there, and it's a certain cost. You can get the same desired effect if maybe you put them on a park bench and you shoot it outside and you get, it framed so that you just get 3, 4, 5 kids walking around and ignoring them, and they're playing, and he or she is just sitting on the bench alone, right? So you could do that. So the key, what I'm getting at here is that if you think before you're going into the project of going, what is the budget that I'm aiming for? Am I aiming for a multi-million-dollar budget, or am I aiming for ultra low budget and going and trying to do this for a price? The same goes with scheduling, right? There might be something where you write a cameo role that could be in a couple days, or you write a supporting role that could be in a couple days, and you go, okay, that could be for a star because we could shoot this out, right? All these scenes that recently happened to me. I was given a script, and the one character that was going to be the biggest name in there, I thought, man, we could shoot this person out in 1 to 2 days, because even though there was scenes throughout the film, 3 or 4 scenes throughout the film, they all took place in his house, and it's like, great, we could just go there and do all the house shots back to back. Screenplays, on the production side, they're not shot in order most of the time. So this is what you're thinking of. So when you're thinking of the business and the whole budgeting and the scheduling in the film, you can think of this before the script, or if you already have a script, you can make changes to the script and start to go, okay, how can I wrap my head around, here's the price that I want to make it for, the price that I've raised or I'm going to raise, how can I kind of back the script into that budget? And then you try to find solutions.